Rescue, restore, rejuvenate, the world's first cast iron frame building. This was the challenge that we were set together with the architects Feilden, Clegg, Bradley Studios and our client Historic England. And what a journey it's been. The main mill of the former Shrewsbury Flaxmill was built in 1797. Before then, mill buildings were generally framed in timber, but that was prone to damage in the all too likely event of a fire. The solution here? To use a new material, cast iron, fireproof construction. But more than that, the innovative network of columns and beams is the first use of a frame structure and is the forebear of our modern steel structures. We could say that this is the grandparent of skyscrapers.
Throughout the 19th century, the building primarily functioned as a flax mill, but was then crudely converted into a maltings, bringing it into a second life. The modifications both hindered and benefited the structure. While the new voids for the stooping tanks threatened the building's lateral stability, the new window infills introduced alternative load paths, which inadvertently may have saved the building from collapsing. Then in the 1980s, the building was abandoned.
Our work started with a back analysis of the existing structure, which confirmed our assumptions that the frame was overstressed and potentially unsafe. Masonry jack-arch floors are supported on a cast iron frame, which at its perimeter bears onto full height masonry walls. The frame, in addition to historical repairs and stability issues, were cracked with differential settlement. The structure also had a lot of embedded timber for window lintels and beam end bearings. Over time this had decayed, which had caused the perimeter masonry to bulge.
All of our repairs were developed from a bottoms-up, first principles approach, which stayed sympathetic to the building and its history. Several localized interventions have together rescued the structure, such as inserting a steel frame to protect the original cast iron frame from overloading, replacing all embedded timber, installing new tie rods, strengthening the floor in a discrete manner, and infilling the voids to reinstate the original load paths.
Reusing and adapting our existing buildings is going to be a huge part of our response to the climate emergency. And Shrewsbury Flaxmill Maltings is a perfect example of what can be done. Taking a disused building, rejuvenating it, finding a new life into its third century.